This video is about the 3I Atlas, a new interstellar object that has been making waves in the astronomical community. What is 3I Atlas? It is a comet from another star system. It was discovered on July 1st, 2025 by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, ATLAS, telescope in Chile. Speed. It's traveling at an extraordinary speed of over 130,000 miles per hour, making it the fastest interstellar object ever detected. Size, possibly between 320 meters and 5.6 kilometers in diameter.
What if an interstellar object whirling through our solar system is actually a nuclear-powered spacecraft sent by aliens to test how humans respond? That's what a noted astrophysicist believes might be the case, and he says an image from the Hubble telescope backs him up. Most scientists agree that the so-called 3I Atlas is a comet from another solar system. But Harvard scientist Avi Loeb claimed on this show a couple of weeks ago.
Some scientists, most notably Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, have suggested that some interstellar objects could be a form of alien technology. Loeb has pointed to some of 3I Atlas' unusual characteristics, such as its specific trajectory and speed, as being potentially non-natural. However, the scientific consensus is that it's a natural comet, and its behavior is being closely monitored to gather more data and rule out other possibilities. 3I Atlas is expected to make its closest approach to the Sun on October 29th, 2025. It will pass between the orbit of Earth and Mars, but poses no threat to our planet. As it gets closer to the Sun, its activity is expected to increase, making it brighter and potentially more visible to ground-based telescopes. While it will be too close to the Sun for observation from Earth in late September and October, it is expected to reappear in December. Astronomers around the world are using powerful telescopes, including Hubble, to gather as much information as possible during its brief visit. The idea that 3I Atlas could be an alien spaceship is a serious and intriguing proposition. It's a hypothesis championed by one prominent astrophysicist, Avi Loeb, and is largely debated within the scientific community. Dr. A.V. Loeb, a former chair of Harvard University's astronomy department and a leading proponent of the search for extraterrestrial technology, the Galileo Project, has put forward the idea that 3I Atlas may be artificial. His arguments are based on what he considers to be anomalous characteristics of the object. Loeb has pointed out that the estimated size of 3I Atlas is surprisingly large for an interstellar object. The probability of discovering such a large object randomly in a decade-long survey is extremely low, based on current models of interstellar objects. The trajectory of 3I Atlas is nearly aligned with the plane of our solar system, the ecliptic, and it has close flybys with Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Loeb has also suggested that the light it's producing might be from its own source, such as nuclear power, rather than just reflected sunlight and sublimating ice. Scientists right now are counting on the surveillance and detection means, such as Hubble, to detect 3I Atlas.
That it could actually be some type of alien technology. Now, that's a controversial opinion all on its own. But he's now going a step further, arguing that the 3I Atlas could be a nuclear-powered alien spacecraft. Loeb says the Hubble picture appears to show the object emitting its own light. The object also appears to lack something that all comets have in common, and that's a tail. So what is this thing exactly? Well, joining us now is Avi Loeb. He's the head of the Galileo Project, director of Harvard University's Institute for Theory and Computation. He's also the best-selling author of the book Extraterrestrial. Great to have you back on the show. So you now say this is not only an alien spaceship, but it's nuclear powered? Why are you saying that?
Well, thanks for having me. First, I should say that if the light that we observe from this object is reflection of sunlight, its size needs to be bigger than Manhattan Island, 20 kilometers or so. And there isn't enough rocky material in interstellar space to deliver a rock of that size earlier than 10,000 years from now. So the question is, what is it? And its orbit, the trajectory that it takes, is aligned with the plane of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees. That's a chance of 1 in 500. And moreover, the timing
What does that tell you? What does that trajectory tell you?
Well, it indicates that perhaps it was designed by some intelligence.
That something's steering it.
Not necessarily, but the trajectory itself was chosen to be such that this object will pass close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. The chance of that happening, the timing of its arrival is perfect for that, with a likelihood of 1 in 20,000. And so I'm just saying we should observe it. It doesn't look like it's a random occurrence. The size, the trajectory, the fact that it comes so close to 3 planets in our solar system, and actually it comes closest to the sun on October 29th, when the Earth would be on the other side of the sun. We won't be able to observe it. I'm analyzing right now the best image we have of it. We don't have any evidence for gas around it in the spectrum that was taken, but we do see some fuzz, some halo of scattered light around it in front of it.
We're looking at the image now. What does that tell you, that halo of light around it?
Right. So usually for comets, you see a cometary tail trailing the objects from behind because it's being pushed by the radiation from the sun. The dust particles are pushed to be behind, to lag behind the object. In this case, what we are seeing is a glow in front of the object.
Now, the Baker advice to scientists is to keep quiet. Make it as if you didn't see. If the object is controlled by aliens, humans can be in grave danger. No way we can negotiate with them. For more details on the subject, please watch our video, Matter of Fermi Paradox, Aliens, Extraterrestrial Life, and Stargate SG-1.